Alright, alright, alright. You're unmuted.
Hello, hello.
What up?
What
It's
if
your boy, Never Forgetful. I didn't do it.
I didn't do it? Alright, welcome. Oh man, I almost took us totally off air already. There we go. It's Mad Hatter and
Alien Tech.
special guest.
Never Forgetful.
There, that worked out good. Alright. I had a few texts into people to let them know we went live, so we'll see what happens.
Ooh, we have 3 people, 4 people. Ooh,
Ooh, ooh,
ooh.
One is
Welcome.
you, one is Never Forgetful, Electric Skateboard, and Nightbot.
Electric skateboard, are you real? Because, I mean, if you are, can you please test us? Because you're in every stream, we never hear you talk. That's what I'm doing.
I just want to give a shout out to myself and say hi, me.
Yeah, just tell us hi or something so we know.
Hi, the Mad
Oh!
Hatter.
There he is.
Never Forgetful's here. How you doing, buddy? Anything you want to talk to us about this week?
Oh!
Oh,
Smash
he is
Bros.
a... Hey, that's... Okay, cool. Thanks, buddy.
That's cool, man. Welcome, welcome. All right, this is our first stream to have a special guest.
Hatter with the fresh new cut, I see. I see you got a fresh new cut.
Yep,
You're looking fine, Hatter. Looking fine.
like you never.
So fresh, so clean.
Well, I'm becoming popular. I gotta,
You gotta keep it fresh and clean.
fresh and clean. So, what do you guys want to jump into? You guys want to jump right into it, or give it a couple more seconds, minute?
Give it a little bit for a minute. Let it
Little
roll
bit?
for a minute.
All right.
But yeah, it's just people coming here. I don't want to just be like in the middle of something like last time. So we can just kind of random for a minute if you want to talk about something. All right, what do you want to talk about, Hatter? Let's throw it on to you. What do you want to talk about tonight?
Mario Kart.
You want to talk about Mario
Let's
Kart,
talk about Mario
3DS,
Kart. 3DS.
Mario Kart, the 3DS.
In the stupid way they make you get into.
Yeah, it was pretty
Game.
stupid, but
It's stupid.
I'm not gonna throw no dust off my shoulders or anything, but I mean that was a pretty good match that we played. I enjoyed it.
That's
I was
'cause you
first
won.
every time. I know I did.
You guys gotta let me join in on that.
Oh, you got Mario Kart too?
Yeah, I have
Sweet.
Mario Kart 7 on the 3DS. My 3DS is right in front of me.
Ooh, well, we can definitely play it.
Ooh.
Oh,
Definitely.
Mine
play
is right in front of me too.
Mine is
and
across
if you guys
the.
get a Switch, we can play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Yeah, blame Tack. He's telling me never to buy one.
I didn't say never buy one.
What? I love my
I,
Switch.
I said it's not always a wise choice if you're low on funds
I mean, if you're on fun, then yeah, don't buy it. But
because it's not. There's so many games you can buy for it right now.
Yeah, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It's for the Switch. It's just Mario 8. It's just Mario Kart 8 with some added visuals and maps, right?
I think it's just DLC, really. I think the visuals are about the same.
Mr. Never Forgetful, you have it, right?
Oh, we got a
Yes,
whole
I do.
section about Switch. Electric. We got a whole section about Switch today. So.
Yes, we have a big thing about Switch today. We will be talking about the Switch quite a lot.
But yeah, next time we play Mario Kart 7, you definitely can join us, brother.
nice.
I'm not saying I'll win because I might not, but could happen that way.
I haven't played it in a while, but
I'm pretty good at Mario Kart. I mean, his Hatter can let you know I'm pretty good at Mario Kart.
Yeah, he is. I think he cheats.
No cheating involved.
Mm-hmm.
I just been playing it a long time, buddy.
It's like Forza Horizon 3 all over again.
I think I can take both of you out.
Oh, I'm sure he can take me out.
Maybe you could. You could.
Wait, where is he taking us out to?
Olive Garden. He likes
I
Olive
was
Garden.
just about to say Olive Garden. You guys,
You know, that's the go-to spot. You know.
yeah, well, we'll get some free breadsticks and run.
Dine
No
and
drinks.
dish.
Sounds good. Yeah, we got a very full show tonight.
So you want to start off with something?
Mm,
You want to start out with the online Nintendo Switch or the Walmart?
We'll go down like we did, where it's all listed.
Yeah, it's fine. You just get on the list. You
Yeah.
get on the list.
I closed my list like a dumb.
Like a dumb.
Never call yourself dumb, Hatter.
I'm like a non-smart person.
Never forget to call yourself not dumb.
Never forget.
Yeah, never forget that.
Never forget.
Like an
Hashtag.
unprofessional talk show host, I closed. I closed my list. It's okay. It's here somewhere.
Well, if everybody has been paying attention, Nintendo, obviously, they released their online plans this week.
Mhm.
So, Nintendo said they're launching it in September of 2018. And obviously, it's a paid service. Everybody knows it's paid now, which I know some people's probably disappointed because they've been playing it for free. I haven't been playing for free because I don't have one. But, I mean, a lot of people have been playing for free. But some of the main features of it is going to be online play. You can play your games such as Splatoon 2, ARMS, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Mario Tennis, and surprisingly, you can play Sushi Striker, The Way of Shishido. Don't know what game that. I don't think it's out yet. Matter of fact, but maybe it's out. I don't know. I don't have one.
I
But-
think it is out.
Is it out
I
really?
believe, I believe so. I think when we did that review after that Nintendo thing we did, where we talked about.
After the direct?
Yeah, I think they said it was coming out
Oh,
in May.
it's already out. Okay. What is? I don't know what kind of game that is. I don't know. I guess it's a cooking game, maybe. I don't know what it is. I don't have any idea.
Yeah.
But other than online play, they're gonna give you some free games every month, which sort of like Xbox and PlayStation do. You're gonna get 20 at the start. There's gonna be 20 NES games.
Ooh.
They have online play, and for all you want to know what the games are gonna be, they're gonna be the great games such as Donkey Kong,
Ooh.
Dr. Mario,
Fun
tennis, soccer, balloon fight, ice
Classic.
climber,
Ooh.
Legend of Zelda, and
Nice.
Mario Brothers 1 and 3. No 2. For some reason, they don't have part 2. I don't understand that. 2 would make more sense because
Wait.
part 2, if you remember, has 4 characters.
You said Super Mario 2?
No, not part 2. I said part 2.
No.
I don't know.
They're gonna have part 2.
Yeah, but not from the beginning.
Oh well, the list I saw said Super Mario 2.
Nah, list also said Super Mario Brothers and then Super Mario 3. Said nothing about 2. So I don't know, Had. I think we're a little bit conflicting there. I don't know.
I know. I'm gonna see if I can find it. Because,
But anyway, part 2 to me would make a lot of sense because
Anyway.
you have 4 characters, man. You got Mario, Luigi, Toad, and Princess, and everybody could pick one, play the game. That'd be fun to play all at the same time. But I don't know. Maybe they will eventually. I don't know. To me, the other 2 don't make quite as much sense. Part 3 and part 1, unless they're gonna add new characters to it. Maybe I don't know. But yeah, that's gonna be those free games every month you're gonna get. And they're finally going to have save data cloud backup. So everybody's been crying about the save data situation. So if you pay them whatever, the $20 monthly fee or whatever it is a month, I think it's $4, you can finally back up your save data. Although, honestly, I think they should give an option too for people who don't have the paid service, but maybe they will eventually. And the Nintendo Switch online app is still going to be the only way you can talk to people. So you're gonna have your cell phone and connect it to Switch. And again, that's to me is the biggest hassle. I don't think anybody really likes that idea. I don't know if anybody even uses that. I don't. Have you used it on yours? Never.
No, not once.
Never.
I did. Never used it.
Never
That's-
used them. Never used them.
Never used them.
To me, that's a hassle if you're thinking about it. You got to connect your phone by a cord to your Switch. Then you got to have a headset on. That's like having like 3 devices in front of you. To me, that's like a. I don't know. I don't know why you can't do it natively on the Switch itself. I don't know. That would be, to me, would work a lot better. But I don't know. To me, that's kind of.
It would, but
It's Nintendo.
I mean, Nintendo always does weird things where online. Like we were talking about earlier on 3DS.
Hey Reaper.
To play somebody online on Mario Kart on the 3DS, not only do you have to have a friend code, but you have to create a community and join them that way. You can't just play them like, say I wanted to play you and Hatter by itself. No, we had to create a community first, then we can play. That doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand why you can't just like literally just play somebody without having to go through a bunch of hoops. It's like jumping through hoops, different steps you got to do. It doesn't make any sense.
Hey, Booze.
What's up, Booze? Glad you could join us, buddy.
Reaper's here. He's cool. He's in a lot of my streams.
How you doing, Reaper?
And they do say 20 games, and I can't find a list, but it was on Nintendo, and it did say Super Mario 2 was on it.
See, I didn't see that. I'm looking right at Nintendo myself, and it doesn't see that.
Yeah, I saw it, but I don't remember where. What?
So, I mean, I don't think that's coming to right immediately, though.
It might be, but because there's 20 games instantly, so it's like...
Well, how come that wouldn't be under the... If you look at their list...
I'm looking at the list where it goes soccer, balloon fight, tennis, ice climber. And
Yeah, I mean, if it was on there right now, part 2 at the beginning, why wouldn't they have part 2 right there on the list? Because that's like a high-profile game. I don't understand why you wouldn't have it.
It's Nintendo.
I don't think part 2's coming right now. I think they're going to save that one. I don't think it is.
Oh.
I think we're going to agree to disagree on that.
Yeah, I think we will too right now.
So...
Because I saw it somewhere, I just don't... Maybe it might have not even been in Nintendo. It might have been like somebody else's site. Did we talk about pricing?
Anyway,
are we going?
Not. I was getting ready to.
Okay. Wait.
Individual membership. 1 month is $4, the price of a McDonald's double quarter pounder meal. No, I wish it was. 3 months is $7.99, so you get 3 months of service for $8, or you can pay $20 for 12 months.
Custards.
Now, what that is it's only for you. So if you got, let's say you got a membership on your Switch, and you have, let's say you have 2 kids that want to play on your Switch too. Well, they're going to need a separate $20 account, or you can buy the family membership, which is 12 months for $34.99. Which, if you have more than one person, and that's like the Switch is like your main Switch for the whole house, you're better to pay the $34.99 because.
Thanks for the host, Reaper.
Yeah, because that's $20 a person is kind of weird, but I think that's how Xbox does too, though. Right? Am I wrong? Is that how they do it?
I don't know. I never looked into family membership. I have no reason. My family doesn't play games.
Well, I mean, I think that's how it works anyway. I'm not sure, but I mean, it's not a bad price, but I mean, it just all depends on what really you're gonna get out of it, I guess. I mean, they haven't said a whole lot. Like I said, the 23 games, and the online play, and the cloud backups.
Now, see, you're seeing it about those 23 games. I didn't see where it said free. It just says NES to Switch.
Well, I mean, they're free in the sense of if you paid your money, they're gonna be on there. And I think it's gonna like be 20 games per month, and they're gonna switch up. Like, you know, let's say January you have this amount of games. Maybe March they'll have a whole new list of games, or maybe they'll throw in a Super Nintendo game, or maybe an N64 game eventually. So I mean, I don't think it's always going to be NES. It could always just be NES. Who knows? I mean, it is called Nintendo Entertainment System, Nintendo Switch Online. So I don't know. Maybe it's only ever going to be NES games. Maybe they couldn't get the other ones to work right. I don't know. I think nobody really knows. So.
No, nobody does.
But anyway, Nintendo Switch Online is coming September 2018. So.
Yep.
Unless it gets delayed once again, who knows? So, but they should have more info on it at E3, so maybe we'll hear more about it there.
E3, I can't wait to do that show. And you went through making the most of online already? What it does?
What do you mean what it does?
Like it gives you online gaming, online lobby, and voice chat. Monthly
oh yeah, I've already did all of that. I did all of that stuff. I mean, we're talking about that little, you know, smartphone app and all of that stuff.
Yeah, I was busy looking for that information.
Oh, you missed it, though.
And hitting all the buttons. You know, you're going so fast. It's like, yep.
What's your take on the whole online thing, Mr. Never Forgetful?
Well, let's not forget you could purchase this through Nintendo.com eShop and through select retailers. Okay, Never Forgetful. Sorry about that. I wanted to make sure.
I think it's like, okay, obviously people are going to be upset because they've been getting it for free. But I think this is a good move because, you know, like we love Nintendo. They need to make money. And yeah,
that's true.
Nintendo Switch is selling like freaking hotcakes.
Definitely.
But like that's still they needed to get on that monthly subscription game for the
I mean, they
Switch.
need to, I guess, get on that because they need to kind of improve a lot of things. Like their online service for every system they've ever had has kind of been kind of clunky.
Yeah.
The Wii was clunky. Wii U was kind of clunky. 3DS is clunky. We all know that. I think they need to. There's a lot of things they could really improve to make it a lot smoother. Like I said, with the whole smartphone app,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who was sitting in a room thinking, "Yeah, we should do it with a smartphone app." Everybody has a phone, but maybe everybody doesn't have a phone who's planning on playing on the Switch. I mean,
True.
to me, all you should need is a headset and a Switch. You shouldn't need anything else. I don't know really who told them a smartphone app was going to be cool to use. I don't. That to me is a mistake. Maybe they would end up changing it. Who knows? I'm just saying. To me, that's a mistake. Adder, what's your thoughts?
Boulder Dash.
That's a game. You know that, right?
I don't. I just know the word. I think they had to do something. They had to do something to improve their infrastructure of the online services. But it feels like they're not doing enough. But maybe it will change. Maybe this is just their entry into doing it. And as soon as some of that money starts rolling in, they might do a little bit different and change up where you don't need the app. You know, everything costs development money, and you know they got to do what they got to do. And really, $3.99 a month is not bad. You know.
Yeah, I mean it's cheap, but I
mean,
really Splatoon 2 would be a really great game if you could play it online. Like I mean,
Right.
in a real way, like with the nice headset, you just put that on.
Yeah, I agree
Yeah.
with you 100% on that. But you know, maybe they don't know how to implement it right. You know,
I mean,
like
you're going to turn a lot of people off that way with
Like-
having to have the smartphone.
I agree with that, but you know, you're always going to have hardcore Nintendo people that are just they don't care. Nintendo could sell a box full of rocks to them and say it's limited edition, and the Nintendo fans are just going to be like, okay, I need it, because it's Nintendo. I mean, look how bad I've become with Nintendo.
And it's weird too because you think about this. Most kids buy Nintendo products. It's kind of a kid product. I mean, it's adults play it too, but I'm just saying kids play it. Now, when you buy your 8-year-old, let's say you buy your 8-year-old son a Nintendo Switch, is he necessarily gonna have a smartphone
No, it's not.
at 8 years old?
No.
So, what are you supposed to do? Hey, mom, can I borrow your phone so I can play Switch?
Yeah, probably.
I mean, to me, that doesn't make any sense though. Like,
Well, the question is it going to have to be, does it, if it just needs Wi-Fi, how many use cell phones? I mean, you sell yours, I sell mine. But how many parents don't sell them or trade them in? They have them laying around.
well, I mean, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't even have it now. I don't know how it works on Splatoon really, but I'm
Mhm.
thinking, I mean, it just needs Wi-Fi. But why even need it anyway at all? Is what I'm saying. To me, that's like
I know it's another
if
step.
you're buying it for kids, like why would you want to have that barrier there? Because you're not gonna buy an 8-year-old a cell phone. Who are they gonna call? Really? I mean, I know people
Those
do it
folks-
now. A lot of people give kids phones now, but everybody's not gonna have one.
Well, my nephew has a cell phone, but he doesn't have it where it's hooked up. It just has Wi-Fi to do, video watching YouTube and stuff like that.
Like I said, maybe it doesn't matter. I don't know. Maybe you can use it with an iPad or anything. I don't know, but
Welcome to stream,
Me-
Derek. Yep, no virtual console either on the Switch, which I don't want to start. That's something that kind of ticks me off.
yeah, they are. They're not very. The whole mobile industry is like it's just not real. Nintendo's not smart around it. I just
Right.
maybe they'll get smarter. I don't know. Hey.
By the way, Derek, since you weren't here when we started, never forgetful. You don't. Well, you've seen his name probably on the chat, but he's our special guest today. So
Yeah. It's a me,
never forgetful.
skinny penis.
Whoa,
I
whoa,
said it.
whoa. One strike, man. One strike. Nah, there's not a lot of
didn't
kids
know-
that watch this. Don't worry. You use
I didn't know.
the medical term. You're fine.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that there was a strike system.
No, there's no strike system.
He was just joking, man. He's a joke. All right, Hatter, what you want to talk about? You want to talk about the virtual console, or what do you want to talk about?
Well, you want to talk about? I mean, Derek brought it up. You want to talk about it?
I mean, Talk about it. You got it on your. That was your baby. Nintendo was, so that's what you want to talk
Actually, a
about.
virtual console is not part of my baby.
Oh, that's
That's all.
kind of your baby. You like virtual console games. So.
But yeah, I do. I mean, come on, you can play old school NES
Well, we
games.
can just talk about. I think really the virtual console doesn't have to be. I mean, it's just really a name. I mean, if you still bring the same games out, I guess it wouldn't matter.
But are
But
they?
are they going to bring the same games out? I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's.
I think they're looking at stuff like the SNES Classic and the NES Classic, and they're like saying, well, we can just give them these for $70 at one whack, and we can just forget all about having to sell games on the eShop.
Exactly, Eric. Derek. I forgot the D in Derek. Wow. I forgot the D.
Yeah, that's exactly it. They want to charge people for those mini systems now. They've seen how popular they were. I think the SNES Classic sold like 5 million. I think it was 5 million. 5.3 million or something.
Yeah, 5.3 I think was what we last week's show said.
So, I mean, that's a lot of systems.
Right.
So, and you multiply that by $70 a piece.
But when you think
A
about
lot
it,
of money. A lot of money.
when you think about it, how many people can get their hands on them?
Which, I mean, I can understand that too, because you can buy a mini and you don't have to have any kind of other Nintendo product. Like, my buddy has an SNES mini. He don't really play games that much. So,
Yeah.
you know, he has an SNES mini. Cause, I mean, you just, it's $70, you buy it, you hook it to your TV, and you just play it.
To be
You
honest,
don't really have to have anything else.
what I kind of feel is if they would have like did a lot better on advertisement on the Wii U with the Virtual Console, I still think it would be their console. You know, it's basically a mini. You don't need a mini. They could have just kept that going. But you know.
But I mean, I would also like to see individual titles on like the eShop. You don't have to have a virtual console, like I said, but
Right.
like and another thing, virtual console games were always the same price, whether they were good games or bad games. Like Mario Brothers 3 NES was always the same price as something like Balloon Fight. I think you should have like Balloon Fight for maybe like $2, maybe Mario for like $5, or you know, quality games cost more money. I think that's what they're trying to get away from, the whole set pricing thing they used to have going on. Because I think it was like $5, $7 for like Genesis or Super Nintendo. Maybe it was $10. I can't remember. And I think what N64 was, maybe it was N64 that was 10, or was it 15? It's been so long since I bought one from them. I don't even know. But I think they're trying to get away from the whole set pricing model. But like I said, you just put them on the eShop, but whether they're going to put them on the eShop, I don't know.
Right.
Well, they kind of do have a remade a Sight Bike on 3DS, but yeah, that would be awesome to do on Switch. I love a Sight Bike.
Maybe you buy a Switch.
I probably won't buy a Switch right now, Hatter. I done told you my thoughts.
Yeah, I know. You told me your thoughts.
But I mean, I really, a lot of people probably, you know, they like the Virtual Console. But like I said, if you just, because I think Sega has games coming out as under Sega Ages collection on Switch, so maybe they're just letting everybody make their own kind of little store selection. I don't know. Maybe they're just going to, like I said, to me it's just a name, but I don't know. We'll have to see if they release any games at all for it, because they haven't released a whole lot of classic games. That's already been a year, so maybe they're not going to. Who knows? Your thoughts, Hatter?
I was talking about my thoughts, and we got done with them.
Oh, well, let's hear some more thoughts from you.
Oh, I don't have any thoughts. You know that. But yeah, Excite Bike would be cool. I mean, that might get me to buy it, but I just got the Famicom one not too long ago, so.
Special guest Never Forgetful. Do you have any thoughts on Virtual Console?
I mean, it's a neat idea, but I'm still iffy. I don't know. I don't know about it on the Switch and everything. Stuff like that.
Like I said, to me, it's just a name, and it just depends on if you release the same games. If they release the same games, I guess it doesn't matter, but I kind of thought, a lot of people probably thought in their own mind that they were going to release all their classic games again, and you could rebuy them again, like that people's been doing, but I don't know. Maybe they're not going to do that now. Maybe they're just going to do it like the 23 NES games. They're just going to throw them in there every now and again, swap them out. Maybe it's to get you to buy the online service that way. Hey, this is the only way you can play our classic games.
Hey, we play Super Mario, here you go.
I mean, it could be that's the reason. I mean, they're just going to be like, hey, We have Luigi's Mansion for free this month on the Nintendo Switch online. So the only way you can play it is, hey, you got to buy it get online and get it for free. So
Yeah,
who knows, man?
that sounds like something that might happen. I think that's the most probable.
I mean, it's sort of like how they're doing with Game Pass, like Xbox.
Yeah.
They're like giving you these new games to get you to kind of subscribe to it. So maybe that's kind of what they're doing. They're not going to have Virtual Console because of that. 'Cause if you could buy it outright, then hey, you might not even subscribe to Nintendo Switch Online. So I don't know.
All I know is they got to sweeten the pot for it to really. I think not the hardcore Nintendo fans, but I think like the newcomers are gonna be like, am I really getting enough for my buck or $4 or whatever?
They need a really good online game, sort of like. And I think this is rumored to be coming. Was it Destiny? I think it was either Destiny. What one was it? Might have been Destiny. I think it's Destiny is rumored to be coming to the Switch. So
is it?
They need. Yes, it is. They need an actual really good online game that you can kind of push the service with. Because Splatoon 2 is kind of old now. It came out last year, so I don't know. You kind of need something. You need something to kind of be like, hey, we're doing the same thing as Xbox and PS4, but yet you can take it on the go with you. So yeah, Destiny 2 is kind of a bust to me, but some people like it.
I didn't really enjoy it.
No, I didn't like
Yeah,
Destiny.
I don't really like it either.
I never got Destiny 2 because I didn't like 1.
Destiny 1 is like the most repetitive game I've ever played.
Right. Derek,
Yeah.
no, I'm not getting Detroit. I'll probably get it later down the road. Right now, I'm kind of saving up for a Switch, which I got a whole whooping dollar for, but I'm probably not going to buy Detroit for a while. As of the God of War, I have not played it lately anymore.
Anybody remember Batman Arkham Asylum?
Yep.
Arkham City.
Wait.
You remember Arkham City, Hatter?
Yep, but I want to change it over if you're going to talk about it.
Well, you could change it over, but I'm just talking. Well, everybody's probably been wondering, what in the world has Rocksteady been trying to make? I mean, they've been... Last Batman game came out, 2 years ago now? Mm-hmm. Something like that. Was it 2015? 2016? It was 2015.
2015.
Well, thank you, Hatter, for spoiling the surprise, but everybody is rumored to be thinking Rocksteady is going to be bringing Superman as their next game.
If you want a surprise spoiled, you can count on me.
You can count on Hatter for that. Superman would actually be an awesome way to expand that whole Batman universe. Because I guess Batman, you kind of have like 3 or 4 games now. So maybe that's kind of played out. But the whole rumor is about Superman is it's going to be based on Unreal Engine 4. So technically you can put it on Switch, PS4, and Xbox. Whether it'll actually happen that way, I don't know. It's actually going to be 3 times as big as Batman Arkham Knight. So if you've ever played Arkham Knight, it was a pretty huge world. But it's supposed to be 3 times as big, Metropolis is. The environments are supposed to be destructible. How destructible they're going to be, nobody really knows. But because if you remember in Arkham Knight, I think the buildings you could destroy them, but they would kind of like fall over a little bit. So maybe they'll be actual really destructible, but who knows? And supposedly you can't play as Clark Kent, so you have to be a Superman the whole time.
Oh, I want to be the
So,
Clark Kent.
Yeah, but I think they're trying to just focus on Superman, but no Clark Kent. So.
I'm down for that game.
I mean, I kind of liked the Batman games. They were pretty good. They were pretty good series, I think. The only one I really didn't like, I didn't say won't like, but I didn't really play it too much, was Origins, the 3rd one. But as far as the other ones, I actually liked them. They're pretty good. So if it might actually be a really good game. I guess it depends if you like Superman over having Batman. Yes, Superman's pretty cool. I like Superman, so that would be a good game. It'd definitely be better than Superman 64. That trash game for the N64. So you can't get any worse than that. So What do you think
Games
about that,
garbage.
Hatter? What do you think about Superman, Hatter?
It's not my number one pick for a game, but I think it's pretty cool that we're finally getting hopefully a decent Superman game.
True, definitely true. I
And
mean, you got to look at too that was it Crystal Dynamics and Square Enix is making an Avengers game, so maybe now we can finally get some decent superhero games. Because
oh yeah,
let's face it, for a long time, superhero games were crap. I mean, they were kind of getting better, then they kind of like crappy, then better. But maybe the new Avengers game and this game here kind of be pretty awesome. So I
what
don't know,
be
maybe they'll be pretty good.
what would be neat is if this is going to turn into a real good Justice League game.
See, I would rather see Justice League myself too. That would be awesome.
I mean, I know we have what is that, Justice Gods or whatever. What is that called?
Injustice.
Injustice, yeah. But see, that's a fighting game, though. I mean, it's nothing wrong with
Yeah,
that.
that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
you know?
it's like it's a Mortal Kombat clone,
Right.
but it's
I'm talking
it's made by
about
the same people. But
I'm talking a
That's
full
awesome.
open world game. That would be awesome, dude. Like, what if you could play as the Avengers,
Yeah.
and it was this big online, huge world where you could team up, everybody fighting. That would be sweet, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, I love to see that because Injustice just is not. You know, it's cool, but it's not. What
It's
I
a
would
cool
like to
game, but like I
see.
said, it's just a
Like,
fight.
it's just like it's cutscenes with fighting. That's with fighting in between it. I want to be in those cutscenes. I want to control the player during those cutscenes.
Those cutscenes on that game were awesome. I enjoyed them.
I would love to be part of the action 24/7 on a game like that. You know, too much, cut action just kind of ruins the game. If you guys remember, what was that? The Order 1886, everybody made fun of it because it was almost all cutscenes. You played like 5-10 minutes at the most, and bam, you were at a cutscene. And then it was like an hour-long cutscene almost. So, I don't understand why people highly praise Injustice, but I like to see open world GTA style, kind of, Justice League, Avengers, anything like that would be cool. And Derek, yes, X-Men Legends was cool. Wolverine, I never played yet. I got to pick it up. Deadpool, we all know I played that game and I loved it.
Yeah, those were good games, but like, look at how many years you're talking from games that were back in 2005. Like, what X-Men Legends came out in what 2003, 4?
Yeah.
And Wolverine probably around the same time period. They were good games, but to me, the Lego games, it's sad to say they had the best superhero games for a long time.
Oh yeah.
But now we got Spider-Man coming out. You have Spider-Man coming out. You have Avengers. You have Superman, which I hope would be Justice League, really.
Hey, Empty Gorilla. We have a special guest today too. It's not just us. Say hey to Never Forgetful. He's in here too.
What's up?
But yeah, I mean, superhero games are making a good comeback.
Right.
Like, Spider-Man for PS4 looks pretty awesome.
You know what my favorite game was the Ultimate Spider-Man on PS2.
That is a good game too.
That was a good game.
That was a good game. I think I have it now on GameCube. I think.
Yeah, it was on GameCube, I think too.
Let's see. Looking at my shelf, I have Spider-Man 2 for the original Xbox.
Oh, that was a good game too.
Yeah, that was a great game. I loved that game.
Yeah.
Also like Spider-Man Web of Shadows.
They were all good games to a certain point. Then they kind of got like
Yeah, there was just a point where it just all fell.
Mm-hmm. It fell off. They were really good to a certain point. Everyone was awesome. Then all of a sudden it was like, oh, just another game. So
it's just another game.
It's good to see them making a comeback because I love superhero games. I used to love the Spider-Man. Having a good developer means a lot, though, like I said. So
I never played an Iron Man game. What are those like? Are they pretty trash?
Iron Man? Nah, that's not that good, I don't think.
I guess they'll trash.
I've only played an Iron Man game on the Nintendo DS, and it was not fun.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Those games, it's been a long time since they've had a really good one. So maybe, like I said, it was the Superman, maybe Justice League, Spider-Man, and the Avengers. Maybe it can be good games. Who knows? Hopefully. Speaking of Spider-Man PS4, a big old fat rumor was started by people showing on Reddit a picture of a PS4 Pro system that kind of looks awesome and kind of looks kind of silly. So, Hatter, if you have the picture, you want to show it.
I have it up.
Now, this is all rumor, and it could be totally fake. But if you like Spider-Man, I think it looks pretty cool. It's red, and the little Spider-Man logo. I mean, it's not, to me, it's pretty cool. But people are saying that's totally fake, and it may be totally fake. And I say that's fake because I don't think Sony will release a system and still have the sides black.
No.
It looks more like a skin somebody has applied to a PS4.
Yeah, I would think it would be all red and then with the Spider-Man logo symbol.
Yeah, that's what I would think. And to me, it looks more like a skin. Like, you know, what's that skin place? What is it called?
Skin It, I think it's called.
There's another one too. I can't think of the name, but yeah, they do really good skins. That's what that looks like to me. I mean, people are saying it's a real bundle coming out, but I don't believe that picture is what it's gonna look like.
Yeah, that's a Magma controller, Derek. You're right.
I mean, well, do I think they're gonna make a bundle? Yeah, I think they're gonna make a bundle because Spider-Man's gonna be a huge game in wintertime. So Christmas time, yeah, I think they're gonna have a bundle. Whether it'll be a colored system or just a game packed in, I mean, I don't think anybody really knows yet. But...
Well, I think they're gonna go all out because don't they own the Spider-Man franchise from Marvel?
They do that. They definitely
So
do.
they might just go all out. I think it's gonna look better than that. I think they're gonna do like webbing onto the controller or something. I mean, that's what I would
think
do.
they would too. Yeah, I think they would do that too. So, I don't know. To me, like I said, that looks kind of.
They should hire me. They should hire me. Be like, yeah, he's got good ideas. Spider-Man. Yeah, that was cool.
And speaking of controllers, for anybody who wants a nice new controller, the new Duke controller has finally been released, and you can buy it for $69.99. $70 of your hard-earned cash will get you an original style Xbox One controller. When I say Xbox One, I mean the original controller, which I think works on everything because it's like a third-party accessory. I think you could probably use it on pretty much PC. I don't know if it works on PS4 or not. It may because it's USB, I think.
No, I think it's only Xbox One, 360, PC, and original. I think not the original.
Well, it's USB, right?
Yeah, so I don't think it will be the original. So it will be 360, the One, and the PC. I think she said when I talked.
Well, the jewel inside of it now is not it's an actual screen. So I think it's gonna be pretty decent. Yeah, it's gonna be an LCD screen.
Yeah, the boot up is just awesome.
It was a huge controller. I don't know if anybody ever played with it.
It was huge, man.
It was massive controller.
I still have mine. I'm looking down at it right now.
Yeah, it's an awesome controller. I'm glad they decided to bring it back. I kind of don't know why Microsoft didn't do it itself, but it's pretty cool controller. I mean, I give Hyperkin props of having. That's one of the only controllers third party I probably would buy. So
I like.
I might pick one up.
I almost like everything Hyperkin puts out, though.
I mean, they do make good stuff. I'm not bashing their stuff. They make really great stuff.
Oh, yeah,
I'm more of a original person for everything accessory wise. So, Mr. Never Forgetful, what do you think about the Duke controller? Have you ever even used one?
I just said I'm looking down at mine.
Well, I mean, have you really used it though? Some people have stuff they have it in a box and like, I just.
Oh, I mean, mine's beat up. Mine's like mine's like the launch day one.
Ah, so you actually had the original.
Original.
I got you.
Okay.
Yeah. It's nice.
Yeah, it's I mean, when I was little, when I had the original Xbox, we bought a like a third-party controller that was smaller.
Yeah, if you remember, it took a couple years before they brought the smaller one out.
Yeah,
it was a year. It was way smaller than that one. I know that much.
Yeah, my little child hands couldn't freaking
that
Duke.
That has to be massive for a kid to handle because it's kind of massive now. I mean, it's super huge. I mean, even if you just look at the box on the screen, you gotta imagine how big it is. It's like, I don't want to say I won't say twice as big as the Xbox One controller is now, but it's massive. It's like really fat, dude. It's like you can't. It's hard to wrap your hands around it.
Yeah, it's giant.
It is giant. So I mean,
it's a thick.
And then, you know what? That's why I like it because it's unique. There's now.
Yeah, but now, like nowadays, now that I finally fixed up, well, I have a fixed up original Xbox. Now I use that big controller because it fits well.
Yeah, and it's kind of unique too. At the same time, you're like, wow, this is something. Because they only released it for a couple years, man. It's like really rare, really, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, I wish mine
So-
wasn't as beat up as it is. On the end, there's like a couple wires that you can see. It's old and it's all beat up. It's
Like,
crappy.
Like,
Well, see, there you go. You can get you an official Hyperkin Duke
Yeah,
and relive all your glory days playing PUBG with me online.
PUBG on the original Xbox. My go-to original Xbox games was Mercenaries, Spider-Man 2. Let's see. And for some reason, Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2005.
Hey, you know what? I had that same Tiger Woods game
hey,
on
Tear
PC.
Dog, what's up?
I remember I had got that Tiger Woods game on PC 2004 because I enjoyed golf games by then, and I had just bought a new graphics card at the time, and I didn't really know a whole lot, and I had one of the I think it was a GeForce 4 titanium card, and I was like I need a new card because the fan had stopped working, so I went out and bought a GeForce 6200, not even really knowing that the 6200 was weaker than the one I had, and I loaded it up. I was like, yeah, can't wait to get these good graphics. And the graphics on that game were freaking terrible. I was like,
Yeah,
what is
dude.
going on?
It's weird to think about. That was 14 years ago.
But I mean, it was terrible. It was terrible at the time. I was like, what's wrong with this graphics card? And I didn't know a thing about graphics card. I didn't know you even had to install drivers and all that stuff. I was a total noob. I mean, really. I was like, what is wrong with this thing?
I'll stick to playing my 2000 Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2005 on my original Xbox.
The Tiger Woods games, though, back in the day, were still pretty good.
Yeah. That's why I still like playing it now. Is because it's actually like a decent game.
It's definitely. A game I remember too that I know it's not on consoles. You remember those golden tea units? We'd always go out to like a pub somewhere. They had like golden tea. Everybody was playing those back in 2000. So I had to get Tiger Woods to brush up my game. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get some Tiger Woods and brush up my game a little bit. And it was terrible because my PC couldn't even handle Tiger Woods. But...
All right, guys, we got some comments in the chat here.
All right.
Derek said it was replaced because of how bad people hated it. Now it's wanted. What the fuck?
That's very true. Very true.
Yeah, that was a big thing everybody talked about. Why did Xbox give the okay? Why did Hyperkin want to do it? And I should ask somebody that we know that works there. Maybe I'll ask her. All I can think of is that everybody wants to live nostalgia. Everybody loves nostalgia.
But that's definitely it. I mean,
It's gotta
nostalgia,
be.
like, yeah. I mean, it's a good limited controller. I don't see it like I don't think they're gonna make too many of them. I think it's gonna be like a limited edition type controller.
It's gonna be
After a
out
while,
there.
it'll be. Tell you the truth, I might actually get one. I didn't know it was really released. I started doing the article for the show. What? I might actually get one. I might get it and try and play with it on some games.
All right, and then
PUBG,
Tear Dog joined. Did you guys know he came in?
Yeah, I was talking when it came in. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you.
And he said, I still have my copy of Tiger Woods 2003 and 08 on disc. That's cool, dude.
That's where it's at.
That's
Where
awesome.
it's at.
And
03 and
Tiger
04
Woods.
they were the games. 03 and 04. They were definitely the games.
And I'm guessing Derek meant Tiger Woods was at every pub just like the game was. So that's funny.
It may
That's
have been, but I never ran into him. Although I'll be honest with you, I did run into some people like that before, but they was not Tiger Woods. I run into Snoop Dogg and Pharrell. You know Pharrell?
Yeah.
I ran into him in my mall. I was actually buying some shoes, and he was in the shoe store at Christmas, man. I was like, what? I said, who's this guy buying all the shoes up there holding the line up? And I was kind of talking some trash. I turned around and looked. I was like, whoa, that's Pharrell, man. Look, then I seen Snoop Dogg was outside with him, and I guess he had a couple bodyguards with him. And I was like, what, are you kidding me? Because he's from Virginia anyway, so.
Okay, Derek.
I was like,
see
what?
Derek. I see
Okay,
Derek.
you see what Derek meant. Okay, I had it wrong. I'm bad.
Oh, but yeah, they did used to be good.
Yeah, the 03, I know the 03 and 04 were like the revolutionary ones,
Mhm.
and the one I have 05, I heard it's like because I never played 04. it's the exact same game, except they added like one new course and like a new kind of like way to spin the ball, and that's it.
That sounds like EA.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna tackle the next one.
All right.
Thank you, Heather.
Let you get a drink down or something here.
Let me tackle that.
All right, next thing up yeah, the PS4 gameplay revealed that it's the next big thing for Sony. And they said and the beta will start May 22nd for all PS4 because it's so it's finally coming. Yeah, there's close beta going on. Not available. Completely free for everybody, but hey, we'll find out, right? And it's okay.
But I mean, it's cool that it's coming to PlayStation. Like that's a step up for them.
Mm-hmm.
I know they've been struggling to keep up with the battle royale scene. So
Right.
maybe this will kind of like put them back on the radar of like a go-to battle royale game.
Right. I forgot to turn the audio off on that damn video. Oops. But I think it's going to be unique. I'm glad to see they got it where it can be on the PS4. It doesn't. It used to be a zombie game, but it doesn't seem to be that anymore, does it? More seems like
now it's just like
it's like PUBG.
It's definitely not PUBG though. I'm telling you.
Welcome back.
I played it, man. It's definitely not PUBG.
Yeah, they changed it. Remember, it wasn't it all about surviving this zombie apocalypse?
Yeah, now it's not quite as much like that. It's trying to be PUBG more, but I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't the same company who makes H1Z1 make PUBG?
it was a guy on the development team from H1Z1 left and then made PUBG.
Oh, okay. So he actually improved upon it. Okay. Yeah, PUBG's way better.
I'm pretty sure that's it.
Okay, I knew it was something like that. I just wanted to make sure.
I may just give this a try. I mean, it costs nothing.
Is it crossplay? Can you play with PC?
I don't know.
Because if you can't do that, then it's a bust.
Oh yeah.
If you got to play just with PS4 people, it's a bust.
Yeah, but PUBG you can't do crossplay either.
Nah, you can't, and that's a problem too. I mean, in reality, if Xbox and PC can see each other and play each other, I know there's definitely a severe advantage.
Right.
Somebody using a controller versus a keyboard and mouse. But you got to look at it like this: you can use a keyboard and mouse on Xbox, so I don't know. Personally, I think they should freaking have crossplay on all those type of games. To give more people a chance to join in.
Tear Dog, no, you did not hear wrong. They are bringing a battle royale mode. They are bringing it to Call of Duty, which I don't know if it's going to help it or not, but they have to do something, and that's probably how they're going to do it.
I'm sick of Call of Duty. I don't care to remember. I don't really care.
I did enjoy the online of World War II. But,
you did try it? Okay.
Yeah, I have it. I liked it. I think it's definitely an improvement on all the futuristic, crappy stuff that they've been doing.
Oh yeah, and I hated that futuristic stuff. But now they're going back to it.
Hey, Dead Bod, welcome to the stream. We have a special guest, Never Forgetful.
What up?
He's a
Yeah, like I said, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I said, if you're making Black Ops 4 and you're going back to the future, no pun intended. Um,
It's a good game.
I
Though.
don't.
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future would be a good kick-ass game, but anyway. But yeah, I don't really see it. I just don't see Call of Duty for me. It's not for me anymore. I enjoyed the originals back when it was like Modern Warfare 1 and Black Ops, but
Right.
as they kept moving forward, I just couldn't get into it.
Modern Warfare 2 is legendary.
The thing
It's
that
a good game.
Definitely is.
bringing it back, I think they're gonna kill a battle royale though. All these games are gonna be this. I just feel like it's gonna kill it.
I mean, you're not gonna kill it, but I mean, people are gonna move away from it. They're
Right.
like, I'm bored with it.
It's a trend.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what it is.
it's a trend that'll die off like everything.
And think
Which is why multiplayer only games aren't gonna be. You can't make only those type of games and expect you're gonna make it as a developer.
right.
I mean, because I don't know.
And Dad Bod, thanks for the compliment about the layout.
Yeah, thanks. I put a lot of hard work into this.
It's getting deep in here, Tack. Getting deep.
Anyway,
All right, what's the next thing here? Is this? What do you want to do?
well, I don't know if any of you guys know about this game. If you like Castlevania, how many people like Castlevania? You like Castlevania? Never Forgetful. I don't know if you even know what it is. I mean,
Okay,
I mean, I'm
I know
saying-
I'm on the younger side, but I know what classic games are. And I know
Okay,
Castlevania's
okay.
classic.
well, I mean, a lot of people haven't played it anymore because they haven't released a good Castlevania game since the one on PlayStation 1. So that's why I was asking.
I know Castlevania.
Anyway, for the guy that used to make Symphony of the Night, he's making Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. It's a sequel to that game. Well, that game's not coming out quite yet, but in May the 24th, they are releasing the 8-bit version of the game called Bloodstained Curse of the Moon. And it actually reminds me of Castlevania 3 on NES if you look at the video. It looks pretty fun. I actually might get that game because it looks just like the old Castlevania on NES. And it's going to be a budget-titled game, so... I mean, to me, it looks pretty good. And it's on Steam, PS4, Vita, and Switch. So you got like a lot of choices to get it and pick it up. So
Welcome, Appleseed.
I mean, did you guys remember Castlevania 3? Adam, did you play Castlevania 3?
No, but I've seen it.
Well, try picking it up and play it. That's a great game. Castlevania 3, Symphony of the Night. There's a couple of great Castlevanias. Now, the new ones are terrible. But, I mean, the old ones like this, I mean, that's why I think this game is going to be a good game because it reminds me of the old Castlevania. So, and
What system is
who
that
knows
for?
when the other one's coming out. I still don't know what the new version of, what is it? What did I say it was? Ritual of the Night. I still don't know when it's coming out. It's supposed to be 2018, but who knows? He's delayed it a couple times, but at least this game's coming out, so you can have something. So, but for anybody wanting to know, it's May 24th and it's gonna be out. Now, okay, Hatter, you can move on to something new.
All right. Here. How about this? I made you look it up so you can do this.
Well, I've been carrying the weight all night. So
Yeah. What the heck?
Well, Walmart had a big slip up. Walmart in Canada, and I don't know if it was a slip up or they just said, let's decide we're gonna leak a whole bunch of E3 games ahead of time, just to get people interested. That either somebody did that or it might have been an accident, but I think it was more on purpose. But they leaked a whole bunch of games that shouldn't have been leaked. In fact, Bethesda was kind of upset because one of the games that got leaked was Rage 2. And I think nobody, if it hadn't got leaked, would have seen that game coming because Rage to me was kind of a okay game, nothing spectacular. I mean, I played the whole game. To me, it was like just okay. So I never thought it would even get a sequel. But Walmart leaked a couple games, and some of the games that were leaked were Splinter Cell supposedly making a comeback. I think it's being made by the people that made Ghost Recon Wildlands. So who knows if it's gonna be any good? I kind of like Ghost Recon Wildlands. So maybe it'd be pretty good if it's an open world game, sort of like that. Um, I enjoyed the old Splinter Cell games. I didn't really, like I said, I didn't like the new ones as much. Just Cause 4 was leaked, so supposedly we're gonna get a sequel to Just Cause. Dragon Quest 2, which I think they're trying to say is Dragon Quest Builders 2.
Mm-hmm.
The Builders game that was released on PS4. I doubt it's gonna be a remake of Part 2. Part 2 is like really old and like really strange would remake it. Plus, Dragon Quest 11 is coming out in September, so.
Right.
That's Destiny Comet, which Destiny is getting a new update for September for Destiny 2, which is going to be called Destiny 2 Comet.
Thank you, Apple.
Sort of like they had, the Taken King come out back when Destiny 1 was out.
Mm-hmm.
Going to be an expansion pack for the game. But, I mean, everybody knew that was coming anyway. They had to get some more money out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Borderlands 3 has been leaked, and it's actually been rumored for quite a long time. But just seeing it leak at Walmart kind of gets people who like Borderlands. And I enjoy Borderlands. It's a really good game. So Borderlands 3 is kind of be like one of my games to probably pick up. A new Assassin's Creed game. Whether it come out this year, who knows? They said they weren't going to do yearly Assassin's Creed games anymore, but who knows? Maybe they're starting to go every year again. Same game. Hopefully it'll be a 2019 game. Lego DC Villains. That seems pretty interesting if you like the Lego games, I guess, because it's something different. It's not Batman. It's not Marvel superheroes. So,
Right.
like I said, Rage 2 was leaked. Forza Horizon 5 is supposedly leaked. People saying Forza Horizon 4 is not going to be coming out. They're just going to jump straight to 5, which I don't know why you would just skip 4. I don't know why that would happen.
Yeah, I don't think they do that. Honestly, I really don't. Microsoft would
why would
not
you
do that.
skip
5 has a
4?
better ring to it.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
four
you'd be
sounds
like-
blah.
4 is not coming out. I don't know. I don't understand. That doesn't make sense.
They're pulling a Windows.
Yeah,
Skip
Windows.
Yeah,
They work for Windows.
they could be. They could be. I mean, it is under Microsoft, so.
They're pulling an Apple.
Somebody came in a
skipping-
meeting and said, "I don't want it. We'll go to 5." Very good.
They're skipping. They're pulling an Apple too. They're freaking skipping 9 to going straight to the X, the 10. iPhone 8, iPhone X released at the same time.
Yep.
Even though I know it's not like, it's iPhone X.
Well, they're trying to say 10 still.
Yeah.
And like I said, the last game that's supposed to be coming out leaked was Gears of War 5. And I personally
Wait.
do not think that's the name either, because Gears of War, the last I heard of that series, this was supposed to be a spin-off game with the lead character, is it Marcus? Is that his name still? I don't know. One of the lead characters of the game. And it's supposed to be a spin-off, so I doubt it would be called Gears of War 5. I think that's like a placeholder.
Marcus
Because they
Phoenix.
don't. Yeah, I think they don't know the name of the game. So I doubt it would really be Gears of War 5. So I don't know. Like I said, I think they got Forza Horizon 5 wrong too, but
Mm-hmm.
maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it will be called that. That'd be kind of shocking, really, to skip 4 totally. Hey, we decided just to go to 5 so we can jump up there with Gran Turismo.
Or God of War.
I don't know though. I don't know why you would even skip it. That doesn't make sense.
Does-
Personally, I see a lot of games coming out on E3, so can't really wait. Can't wait to see a lot of games that
Yeah, I
coming out.
can't. Can you imagine that show that weekend? Ooh, we're gonna be busy, Tech.
You should do a live stream of it and talk during the stream.
Maybe we should.
But like I said, I see a lot of good games being shown. And honestly, if it's true about Sony only releasing 4 games on their trailer, supposedly Sony's going to only have 4 games at E3 on their press conference. That's kind of a mistake. They're going to have like 4 games and like each have this long section for each of the 4 games. So.
I don't see that really happening. I think that's just.
Well, it's the guy that's president of Sony Computer Entertainment America. He's the one that said it himself. So
Maybe
he said it himself that they were only gonna have focus on 4 games. So,
But to be honest, we didn't know God of War was coming out either. A new one. We figured it would be, but we didn't think that's what they were going to open. Was it
well,
last year or the year before?
Hopefully they're wrong, because if you only focus on 4 games and you let Nintendo and Xbox show a whole bunch of games, you're kind of, because the games are supposedly they're going to just focus on is Death Stranding, which is that Hideo Kojima game.
Yep.
They're supposed to have Spider-Man there, Days Gone, and there's one other game I can't remember. I don't have the page for it. But he said that's what they were going to focus on for their E3 conference. Hopefully they have some surprise games, because that's what you look forward to on E3 is like these weird games you just come out of the left field somewhere. You don't never think they were coming out. So like Elder Scrolls 6 or something like that. Just whoa, that's Elder Scrolls again.
Because the Elder Scrolls just throws down the hammer. Like everything else in E3 doesn't matter anymore. It just Elder Scrolls 6 comes out.
Yeah, the Spider-Man game. They're probably gonna talk more about too. That's one thing.
But Elder Scrolls 6 is a game I really would like to see, because I love Skyrim. But, man, let's be real, that game's old now. It's pushing what, 7 years old?
Yeah.
They're just gonna keep on releasing it.
Yeah.
I know, and that's
call it like the remastered.
I just
look how much better it looks.
I just want to see some new IPs out there. You know, a lot of different ones.
they charge $60 for Skyrim VR on PC, the VR edition. Instead of giving it away for free for people who bought special edition, they're charging you another $60 for that game. Now tell me you're not milking or something right there. You're milking.
They're milking. They're milking it.
Because wow, $60 for that, and it's 7 years old. That's a milk job. Like I said, personally, I thought Doom 2 would have been an E3 instead of Rage 2, but I don't know.
Well, we'll see more when it comes. You know.
I'm not a big Rage fan. I'm just gonna tell you, I didn't enjoy the first one that much. And I played through the whole game. I don't really want to spoil it if anybody hasn't played it, but let's just say I got to the end of the game and it was like credits were rolling. I was like, what? It's like it's like a movie, and like the rest of it's over. The rest of the movie's been cut out. The ending of it's been cut out. And you're like, are you serious? This is it? So I don't know. To me, that was kind of disappointing. Especially as long as it took to make that game. I think it took a long time to make.
If you guys notice I'm turning my head, it's because I'm watching the lightning outside the window.
Well,
Lightning and the thunder.
The lightning and thunder, it scares me so bad. No, it doesn't.
yeah, I think it's definitely got a new engine for Elder Scrolls 6. I mean, when is it coming out though? Like I'll tell you another game I'm excited to see when it actually releases is the game by the Witcher developers, Cyberpunk. Was it 2067 or something?
Red Project, the developer.
Yes, CD Projekt Red's a game. That game is going to be awesome because Witcher 3 is an awesome game. I mean, it's when you're playing that game, you really feel like you're in that world playing.
Oh yeah.
It's supposedly it's 3 times as big as Witcher 3. Wow. That's pretty big. So.
Yeah, that is big. That's what she said.
That's pretty big because she did say that. She did.
You think it will?
Yeah, it might be announced in 2019 or 2020. Who knows with them? I mean, it could take them till 2021 to release that game.
Mm-hmm.
Game development takes a lot longer than it used to.
Oh,
I'm looking at this this screenshot of like the list of games.
Oh, for Walmart.
Yeah, the Walmart thing. I see on the Switch. I see Super Smash Brothers.
Oh yeah, that's definitely coming out.
Oh yeah, that was like a joke coming out.
Whether that'll be this year too, though, I assume it will be.
They got to do something. They don't have much for Christmas this year. Nintendo.
Well, actually, they do because if you got Smash Brothers, Pokemon, and all they need is one more game, Nintendo's gonna sell a lot of Switches. Pokemon by itself, it'll sell probably 7 million systems by itself. Yeah, Smash is getting old to me too, but I mean a lot of people like that game, and it's a lot of people like community-wise that love to play it on Twitch. And they love playing that game, so I mean,
as long as you got someone to play with, yeah, people are gonna keep playing Smash.
And I also see Metroid Prime.
4, yep.
Yeah, we're planning on doing our E3 next weekend, I think, wasn't it? Our predictions.
It might be the week after. Depends whatever. The week before E3 we'll do that show.
Yeah. So, if you want to join us on that one, Never Forgetful.
I'll tell you, man, Metroid Prime 4 is a game I would actually buy a Switch for. But see, that's the thing. It may not come out this year. So I got plenty of time before I need to buy one.
Yeah.
I love Metroid Prime. I played it. Well, I've never finished the ones on GameCube. I started them like 50 times and never finished them. But there are some good games. Anything else anybody want to talk about?
You got you got one last thing, my friend, that you brought to our
Do I?
attention. Yeah, the PS4 wrap up.
Oh,
This
this is to me is just something kind of like funny. I guess well, the PS4 got hacked. I guess a couple weeks ago. I mean, I think maybe it was in March. But anyway, now this got hacked. People have been playing around with certain games on the PS4, and hackers have uncovered that the Sony PS4 game, Parappa the Rapper, if many of you remember that game on PS1,
Yeah.
that game is actually a PSP game. Sony has got an emulator wrapped around it. They have the PSP emulator, was it PPSSPP? They're using that to play their game on PS4.
Really?
I think that is totally funny that you're taking a fan-made homebrew project such as PPSSPP, which is a PlayStation Portable emulator, and you're going to use it to sell a game on your PlayStation 4 system. That is totally like, wow, dude. You're just totally like,
it's just
you
whacked
can't
out.
just you're trying to throw in a PSP game on the store and trying to resell it, and you can't even make your own emulator, so you're just taking somebody else's project and using it. That's like totally like wow. That's a wow moment.
That is a
to me.
wow.
So to me, that's pretty
insane.
funny. That's pretty funny. And you know what? I think they'd probably do that with a lot of this stuff. They just take those old games, instead of redoing anything to them, they just put like an emulator around. It's just crazy, man, thinking about it. I know Nintendo did that one time for one of their games on the Virtual Console. It basically just a ROM they had took off the internet and was selling it to you. I'm like, what? That's terrible, man. I could do that myself, and you're gonna sell it to me for $5?
So like, what? Okay, so who would get in trouble with that? It wouldn't be Sony because that's a PSP emulator.
Well, see, that's why they can't get in trouble, because it's open source. The emulator is, I believe, so anybody can use it or do whatever they want to with it.
Right.
So they're kind of using it for that game, so they don't have to, I guess, do anything. I mean, it's pretty kind of like, wow, you got using a PSP game. You're kind of like calling a remaster, but in reality, it's not a remastered game at all. It's a PSP game that you're just using an emulator on and trying to say it's remastered above the original PS1 release. And that's
Crazy.
kind of pretty shady.
Real shady. No, they do what they
Like
got
I
to do
said,
to make money.
Super Metroid remake? Oh, that would be awesome.
Yep.
They said Mario Party would be their big announcement. Nah, Nintendo, I think this year's going to have some pretty big announcements.
If they do if they do announce a Mario Party, I just get rid of the car, please, Nintendo.
And you know what, though, if they release Mario Party this time, Mario Party needs to go online for their Switch service.
Yes, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
And not only
Online
can
Mario Party.
look, not 4 people anymore. Increase the party member to like maybe 50 people or something, and the same
I
amount.
don't know. I don't know.
That
Battle
would
Royale
be
mode. Battle
that would be
Royale.
awesome, though, if you think about it. Or a bigger number than 4, because I mean, Mario Party has been for years stuck in the whole offline mode. Offline.
Okay,
It needs
if
to
it
go
was
online.
like, if they do like I was gonna say like 8 to 10 people, I think then it should be like in a car, because that's a crazy amount of turns to get through without like going or like knowing where everybody is at one.
Well,
point.
like
But
maybe
if you have
well,
like
maybe-
a classic mode.
yeah, maybe even like a tournament mode where it's 4-on-4 still, but you play your 4, you win, then you move on to the next one until
that'd
you
be
get
cool.
like to like a championship. I mean, you gotta move it online. You gotta do something with it besides just local play. I mean, I know that the Switch, they want people to play set their Switches together. But nobody's really going to do that. Nobody's going to go to somebody's house and bring like 7 Switches over and they all sit there at the table playing them. I mean, to me, that's not even practical. Let's be real.
But yeah, I would like to see more spots open for Mario Party, and I would love it to be online, and get rid of the car.
Definitely. Like I said, Nintendo's properties have tons of games you can make online now. Like Mario Golf, Mario Tennis. You take all those games online, you would greatly increase the people wanting to get on Nintendo's online service.
Well, Mario Tennis is coming, though, they said, to online, so...
Good. There you go. They're on the right track.
That is right. It is coming. You're exactly right. So.
I want them to make another Mario Super Sluggers.
The baseball one?
Wii. Yeah, that game was awesome.
I can see it.
I love that game.
I mean, like I said, they have tons of great stuff they could do with their online stuff. And they just need to do it. They need to stop treating online as like this handicapped thing that you're doing. Like, oh, it's not the main focus. We're just kind of putting it out there. I mean, they've been doing that for years, and it's time to move to 2018 now and stop going back to 2006.
Yeah.
I mean,
the Wii was released 13 years ago, right? You can't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You can't have this. You will not make it if you have the same mindset that you did with the Wii.
And that's what I'm saying. But the whole smartphone app thing, that just to me is just a major oversight that you should have had. And you can't tell me that you can't have the voice chat on the Switch. It's not enough memory. I mean, it has more memory on that than the PS3 had, and it had voice chat. PS3 had 256 megabytes of RAM. It had voice chat. The Wii has what, 4 gigs of RAM? 2 is used for the games, or 3 is used for the games, or 1's used for the system or something. So you can't tell me that if you can't have voice chat in those games, that is just, to me, pretty dumb.
I think they got lazy.
I mean, I don't know what it is. Why would you expect people to have a smartphone sitting around just to play an online game? I just don't understand why you would even expect people to do that.
And wait, how do you... Wait, so do you need to put so you connect your phone to it with a cord?
With a cord, that's what I'm saying.
Now, what's the end of the cord? Is it like a headphone jack type of cord? Is it the Type-C?
I think it's a...
or the universal?
I don't even know. You would have to look at the Splatoon thing. I don't know if it's a headphone jack or the... I think it's the USB. I think it's USB.
Or does it run off of Wi-Fi?
Nah, it doesn't run off Wi-Fi. That's the problem.
That'd be smarter, man.
Well, it would be smarter if it's Wi-Fi and not even use the smartphone at all.
Right.
But I mean,
think about it. A whole bunch, what is it, 3 or 4 mainstream phones right now are strictly Type-C with no headphone jack.
No headphone jack. So that's the problem people have had. I think is the fact that it uses USB on your phone, so you can't charge it at the same time you got to hook to the Switch.
Yeah, I bet that thing eats up battery too. That app.
I'm pretty sure it probably does.
Yes, they do. March 3rd on Beat. You're so right, Tear Dog.
Which
that's bad idea. Bad idea, Nintendo.
I mean, I don't know if they're thinking...
Nintendo.
Am I right?
For shame on you, Nintendo. For shame.
Nintendo.
I mean, maybe they're thinking that use the internet from your smartphone to power the online part of the Switch when you take it with you. But there should still be a regular voice chat for when you're at the house playing on your TV. To me, that's totally backwards. You gotta sit around your house and let me get my smartphone, plug it in my Switch. I mean, how are you gonna do that when it's docked?
Yeah.
How do you do that when it's docked? I mean, you gotta put your phone by the TV and you just sit there? Or you have a 20-foot cord?
Okay, since I know nothing about...
It's so dumb. That's just hearing more and more about it is the dumbest. I feel like I'm getting dumber from Nintendo's stupidness.
Like I said, to me, that's pretty stupid.
I feel like Billy Madison.
Billy Madison?
Yeah.
And it's funny.
Don't you remember that movie?
Yeah. I'm just saying.
It's we sat here listening for 10 minutes. I feel dumber listening to it or whatever.
It's just weird. They had a whole year to fix the problems that they were having, and they didn't fix any of them. They just They're like, whatever. We're still doing the same thing. We got the smartphone app, the 20 NES games we say we're gonna do, and that's it.
You
They
probably,
didn't really, they
And
didn't really do anything special. Like, hey, we changed this because you guys said it sucked.
We changed it. Do you like it? No. Well, too bad.
I mean, everybody said the whole interface with Splatoon sucked. Everybody said it. So how can you not see that and be like, wait a minute, we're doing something right? You can't see, you can't think that you're doing something right. It's totally wrong. I don't know. I mean, that's pretty friggin' stupid.
it is what it is.
Hopefully they'll go to E3 and be like, hey, we're just joking about the whole smartphone app.
It was supposed to be funny, but no one laughed.
We were a month late for our April Fool's joke.
Yeah, you know, it happens.
Or later,
You know what I mean?
too early. One of the two.
You gotta show all these great online games and then be like, oh, but don't forget, you take your phone out your pocket and hook your cord to your phone and you can play all these great online games and talk with your friends.
It's
Well,
like,
why can't you do it on the Switch by itself?
My
Why do you
phone's
need
dead. Well, you're out of luck.
I mean, the Switch doesn't even charge the phone, so the Switch has got bad battery life anyway. So I mean, I guess which one will die first is a toss-up. I mean,
Switch.
Switch.
probably so. You're probably right. I mean, that's the reason they didn't want to do it because they didn't want to draw so much battery. No, like I said, when it's docked, you should be able to have that on there like that. I don't see anybody wanting to put a phone attached to the Switch when it's hooked to the dock. To me, that's just really stupid. Like, I don't know how that will work.
Yeah, Tear Dog, you might be the only one with a Windows 10 phone. Derek, yeah, true. They just sold cardboard to us, so what do we expect from Nintendo?
Yeah, they sold cardboard to it.
Oh, that thing's
Hey.
so dumb.
They're like, woo, we went to the local grocery store. We got some cardboard. We're going to sell it to everyone. $80.
It's okay. We found this thing in a dump. We're just like, you know what? Let's just put some cardboard together. Let's see what happens. And we made this. Here you go.
Well,
$80, please. Still kind of smells.
Somebody made I don't know if it was only on Facebook and it's on YouTube or not, but I found a thing on Facebook about that. The Labo kits. It was hilarious. I posted it in someone else's Discord if you guys want to look at it. You guys, never forgetful and healing tech.
Yeah, I think I seen it earlier. I seen it.
Yeah, it's hilarious. If you guys want to check it out, it's a Nintendo Labo kit. Fake
And not
advertisement.
only they're selling you cardboard, they're gonna sell you some tape to fix your cardboard because they know it's gonna tear up.
Yep, and then your replacement kits that are going to be like $10, $20.
A replacement kit for cardboard.
Y'all better get that insurance on that piece of cardboard you bought.
Yeah, welcome to Best Buy. Would you like insurance on that? Yeah.
I mean,
Yes, please.
Please.
what kids do you know can take cardboard and not mess it up?
How many adults can we find that takes cardboard and not mess it up?
I mean, I see it like getting trashed. I see it getting trashed within 2 hours, maybe.
No, think about this. They're trying to fold it up into like the shape that it needs to be in. Think of like they're like looking at the instructions, like, oh, this is so confusing. I fold it this way, rip.
Okay,
You just rip your cardboard.
let's even say by chance that the kid does it himself, right?
Mm-hmm.
What kid who is 5, 6, 7 years old is really going to take the time to carefully take that cardboard off their head, place it down somewhere, and not sit on it after they get done?
And they're going to rip it off and put it down on the floor or on the couch and forget about it.
And here comes the jog, new chewing toy. This piece of
And
cardboard.
that's another thing.
And
that
the
thing is
cat.
not going to last.
Or the younger
That-
baby brother.
And to me, it was like they were trying to take what they did with Wii with the plastic stuff. Remember the Wii tennis racket and the Wii golf club? But at least that was plastic, man. Now you're giving us cardboard, like you're going backwards.
Right. What are we talking about? 2 hours.
You're pulling a Google with their Google Cardboard.
Google Cardboard.
VR.
Yeah,
It's
but
like-
at least it was free, though, right? It was like you could make it yourself. They would give you the template to make it yourself. Nintendo's charging you, got the audacity to charge you $80 for a kit. And that like it's really special. I'm like, dude, it's cardboard. It costs nothing.
It's like I can go, like the place I work, I can go to the back and tell them, hey, don't crush those boxes. I'll take them. And that's it.
Hey, matter of fact, you could do that. I'm pretty sure somebody online will have the whole schematic printed out.
Right.
Get you that cardboard and make your own Nintendo Labo. There you go. Cut it out yourself. Save you $80.
Tear Dog says 2 hours ? I think you're being generous. What were we talking about, Tear Dog? And Derek says no more Nintendo.
He's talking about 2 hours. I said the kids would tear it up in 2 hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's right. I mean, it's gonna be tore up quickly. You don't have to worry about that. I mean,
and Derek's like, no more Nintendo. So, should we?
But there's so much to complain about.
Yeah, we're not praising them. We're kind of ripping them a new one.
Hey, don't get me wrong. I like the Switch. I don't own one, but I like the Switch.
I want one.
But they still do a lot of things wrong, though. Like, they'll walk forward 2 steps and then walk back like 6 steps, and they're like, okay, now I got to move forward again 2 more steps, and I'll walk back again. I'm like, why can't you just stop backtracking so much and just do it?
Right.
It's not that hard. Everybody makes an online service now. I mean, how can you not make your own online service for your games? Everybody else has one.
Right.
EA has an online service. I mean, you telling me Nintendo, big as they are, cannot make an online service that works? I mean, really, man.
Okay, yeah, Tear Dog, I got it. So, do we want to open up to the floor, discuss anything game related that they want to that the viewers want to talk about?
Yeah, anything you guys want to talk about, or ask any questions, and especially ask Never Forgetful questions, since he's a special guest.
Yep, he's a special guest.
Woo.
Ask him some questions.
Should we bring him back? That's the question.
AMA.
Hey, man.
I'll bring you back, man. You're decent.
AMA. Hey.
So it's you guys.
AMA.
Whatever you guys want to talk about game-wise, let's talk about it.
Yeah, throw your questions out there for Never Forgetful.
Never Forgetful or anybody, but Never Forgetful is very important because he's on for the first time.
All right.
I had a great line there, and I totally screwed it up, and that's okay.
It's all right. It'll be all right.
Don't even bring back.
Oh,
the
man.
Oh,
Calling you out, alien.
booze, dude.
Don't even bring Alien back. Okay, that's cool. Next week's show, you'll have a new name at the top. It won't say Alien Tech. It'll say Never Forgetful at the top.
It will say silent. Silent. Because that's going to be guest buried. Nah, I don't know.
Where's the third party?
Oh, you
Third
take
party
it away.
support.
I mean,
No, go ahead. No. Go ahead. I forgot. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Where is all the third-party support Nintendo was supposed to have? They blew the load with re-releases, third-party titles, and that's been it. That's true. There's not a lot going on with third-party. They there's more on there than people think, but they don't advertise it. They don't do anything with it. They just plop it on there and it's like, hey, it's here, and no one plays it or anything. They need to get better at advertising games not made by them.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't even really know that the stuff like I don't know. There's just so many smaller games that like really they don't advertise. Once Mega Man Legacy Collection comes out, they're never going to mention it again. It'll get stuck on the shop. There'll be a cartridge behind the little small shelf somewhere in the store. All their games are always like here, front and center, and all the third-party games kind of get like pushed to the back, pushed to the corner.
right.
They don't really advertise any of those games.
Or they put them on the bottom. They say, "Hey, you guys put it on the bottom here. We want ours front."
I mean, I understand you want to sell your games, but you know,
I opened up the Switch shop, like the Nintendo shop, and like the first like 2 like rows of games was like all of like Nintendo's games, and then like sprinkled in there was like Stardew Valley, Minecraft, Golf Story.
True.
But it was just like polluted everywhere with first-party games, and then all the like the hidden gems of third-party titles were like buried.
Right.
I mean, Derek makes a good point too. I mean, they'll release a game that's been on PS4 for a year, 2 years, man,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll be $20 or less on the PS4. All of a sudden, it comes out on Switch at $60. I mean, you can't charge $60 for an old game. I mean. Like Doom.
Skyrim.
Doom and Skyrim. I mean, they're older titles, and do you really think somebody's going to pay $60 for that? I mean, Apparently, a lot of people have, but
Yep, a lot of people.
I
have.
don't think though that the third party titles do as good as Nintendo's. I've never seen any sales figures on Doom or Skyrim yet, so I don't know.
Tear Dog wants to be a guest on an E3 show. Which week?
I mean, we can probably have a couple guests on. We gotta have just one. We can have a couple people.
The question is what E3? Which one? The one that we predict what we want to see, or say what we want to say, or the actual E3? Say what we want to say. That didn't say it right. Say what we want to see.
Say what you want to say.
See at
Say
E3.
what you wanna say.
Oh yeah, we can add. I don't know how many people we can add, but we can add more.
You can add some people to it.
If I'm free any of those days at this time, then, or at the time that it's happening.
Gotcha.
I mean, you can come back whenever. You know, never forgetful. It's fine. It's cool. Derek can even join in.
Derek.
I want to kind of keep it down to 4 though. So we don't know how it's going to react with more than 4.
Let's see. When is E3? When is E3?
E3
June
is like
11th?
June 14th, I think, this year. It's usually a second.
No. June the 11th is when it starts.
Is it?
I just see.
Is it like a 3-day show?
Well, it's an all-week show, but the press conference, like, they start. Microsoft is on the 10th. Sony is the 11th, and Nintendo the 12th.
Yeah, you're right. Oh yeah, the prediction show. Yeah, you can be on that.
And Bethesda is on Sunday.
Just remind me.
So Saturday we'll have a show on the 9th, and then, like I said, we can do a live special on the 10th. So we can kind of like watch everything together if you guys want to do.
Well, it might not be next weekend. We're talking maybe later. Closer to
Yeah,
E3.
it's not gonna be next weekend probably because I didn't realize how far.
Maybe the 26th would be good.
Nah, that's still 2 weeks away from.
You're just not working with me, man.
It's 2 weeks away. That's too far.
Okay, we'll do
I mean,
this.
like I said, I'd like to.
We'll do the 2nd then. 2nd of June.
You do the 2nd, but like I said, it made more sense to do it on the 9th. But anyway.
It starts on the 9th, so we'll do the 2nd, our prediction.
No, it starts on the 10th.
So you want to do the prediction show just before?
I mean, you could do some on the 2nd. I mean, I'll tell you what, you could do the big prediction show on the 2nd, but then the 9th we gotta do something.
We have like an E3 party.
I mean, you gotta do something like say, and then on Sunday, like I said, you can do the whole. We can watch everything together if you want. If everyone wants to watch it together, we can do that. I'll figure it out even if I have to stream it myself. So figure it out.
Oh, I gotta figure it out. I know how to do it.
Okay, well, I'm just saying we can all like watch it together, have a bunch of people, and like I said, I think it'd be pretty fun.
Yeah, what do you guys think? I'm playing with
watching
coins.
the trailers.
I'm pretty hyped for E3.
I'm hyped too. Every year.
Let's see. VidCon is also that June.
That's end of June, right? End of June, right?
Right.
Yep. June 20th to June 23rd. It's VidCon. I know that's more like for like creators and stuff, but I like watching stuff from VidCon as well.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I do too.
Well, sometimes they actually come out with games at the VidCon. I remember that. They released some saying, "Hey, we're doing this."
I mean,
Yeah.
I think
It's
I
a
think
good
E3
time
is
to
gonna be
get.
pretty good.
Yeah, E3 is definitely gonna be great.
Yeah.
VidCon's a good time to get like to have like a content creator for YouTube or Twitch to like promote a game that's coming out.
You should
Like,
hire
that's
us.
definitely-
We'll rip them
Oh
apart.
yeah. Yep, it's in Anaheim. Whoops. Yep, that's it. Anaheim, California.
So what you guys will do is, Tear Dog, do you follow me on Twitter?
Gotta get that
You
tweet
can
game.
just message him on Twitter, Terry.
Oh yeah, sorry, he's on the Discord.
Well, I mean, he
just-
can just message you on Twitter and you can talk about it. You can talk about it. We got plenty of time.
Oh yeah.
He can message you. He can message any of it, or me or you, or you can talk about it.
But
We'll get it figured out.
Just saying, keep up with the updates. I'm always updating the Twitter a lot, so. So, anybody else have anything else they would like to talk about we covered E3. Technically.
Let's be about a wrap, Hatter. It's been about 2 hours, so.
It's been an hour and a half.
Um.
I'm watching how long we've been live.
Oh, you're right. Okay, so it's only okay. You're right. Let's see.
So if anybody has anything else game related, if not, we'll wrap it up.
Put a bow on it, Tatter. It's finished. It's done.
Yeah,
I got nothing else to add. I had a good time on here with you guys.
we enjoyed having
We're
you.
glad to have you, buddy. Good to have you.
Yep.
Hope to have you again.
Maybe I can show my pretty self back here at some point.
Oh yeah, you're always welcome. Just say, hey, you guys want me? And we'll be like, nah.
I'll be like, son of a bitch.
No, we'll be like, yeah, you're always welcome. You're always welcome. I can give me 5 minutes. Give you 5 minutes of what?
He was saying that he'd give him 5 minutes, he could message.
Oh,
I'm like the interpreter that tells people what.
yeah, you're good at that. So, all right. So there is nothing else people.
Good
want to talk
show.
about.
Good show.
It was a good show. We enjoyed having you. Never forgetful. It was awesome having you. Thank you.
for
Everybody
having
give him a round of applause, even though no one can.
Yay!
Yep. That's awesome. Here, dear dog. Follow there. You'll know what's going on with everything with their show, me streaming, everything. Even things you may not want to know about me.
All right, guys, we're out.
Yeah. So you guys, thanks again.
See ya.
Appreciate you coming and checking out the stream.
Later.
Goodbye.
See you next weekend.
Yep. See you next weekend. Thank you for joining us for this week's episode of the Weekend Gamer Show. I hope you enjoyed the show, and please come back next weekend for a whole new episode. Have a great evening, weekend, and week to come.